Hi, very good afternoon to all. My name is Bhavna and our subject is Business Economics. This is for BBA students for first year in first semester. And previous video we discussed what is the cost and what is the definition of the cost. How can we measure the cost? For suppose we are producing a particular product, for the production of the product, how much cost we are incurring means how much money we are paying for the production of the product. We can say that complete measure in monetary terms it is a cost. And our next we are continuing our lecture. Our next topic is what are the determinants of the cost. Let's see here. The cost of production of goods and services depends on various input factors used by the organization, and it differs from firm to firm. The major cost determinants are: what are the determinants of cost? The cost of production of goods and services. For the production of goods and services depends upon various input factors. Means suppose we are producing a product, for that product we require some inputs. So what are the inputs? And these inputs are differ from firm to firm. Why you can say it is differ from firm to firm? Because one organization has to produce one product and the other organization has to produce another product. Based on our product, the inputs can differ. The cost of production of goods and services depends on various inputs. The production depends on various goods and services. Input factors used by organization and it differs from firm to firm. What are the major determinants? What are the major and common determinants of firms are? First, level of output. The cost of production varies according to the quantum. What is the cost of production? Means how much cost we are incurring for producing the product. It varies from firm to firm. So the cost of production varies according to the quantum of output. Suppose one organization has produced 100 units and the other organization has to produce 150 units. So based on this output also the cost varies. If the size of a production is large, then the production cost will also be more. The cost of the production will be more. Suppose let's see here. First, the level of output. Cost of production varies. Cost of production. What is the cost of production? Cost of production means suppose any organization want to produce a particular product. So for that production, how much money we are spending for producing the product, we can say that is a complete cost. So the cost of production varies. It varies according to the quantum of output. If the size of production is large, then the cost of production will also be more. Suppose we want to produce more goods, then the cost also will be more, because we want to purchase more raw materials for more output, so the cost also increases. Based on our quantum of output and size of the organization, the cost may vary. Next, price of input factors. A rise in the cost of input factor will increase the total cost of production. Suppose the raw material cost will increases, it leads to increases the cost of the particular product. In the past we purchased the particular raw material for 100 rupees. At present we are paying for 150. For that reason the cost increases. So if there is any change in the cost of raw materials, we can say it is an input factor. So for that reason also the cost of our production may changes. Next, productive of factors of production. When the productivity of input factors is higher than the cost of production will fall. When the productivity of input factors means suppose we want to produce bulk quantities, then we get some less price. Suppose we want to purchase our raw materials in bulk quantities, then we get very cheaper price. For that reason we have to be produced with a better quality of the goods, then our price get decreases. So while purchasing the bulk quantity of raw materials, the price may varies. So it is also one of the reason for the cost of production may changes. Next, size of the plant. The cost of production will be low in large plants due to mass production with mechanization. Suppose if there is a large organization, for that large organization they use the latest technology. For the using of this latest technology also, our cost of production will get decreases. Means at a time we can produce bulk quantities, then we can reduce our electricity and we can reduce some other costs like technological cost. Based on this, the cost of production may varies. In large organizations, when compared to the small organizations, the cost of production will be less. Next, output stability. The overall cost of production is low when the output is stable over a period of time. The overall cost of production, when the cost of production is low, when the output is stable, means while the production is stable for a period of time. Suppose here we are considering in short run the production is stable, means below 1 year the production is stable, then the overall cost of production is low. The cost of production, the production cost, for example, we want to produce a particular product. For that particular product we incurred some cost, for that cost is low when the output is stable. Next, lot size. Larger the size of the product per batch, then the cost of production will come down because the organization enjoys the economies of scale. Suppose lot means we can consider 100 units, we can say it is a bunch of product, means we can say 100 units is a one lot. We increase the lots, means we increase our production, then our raw materials cost also decreases, because already we discussed if you purchase the bulk quantity of raw materials, we can get it better prices when compared to the small quantity. So for that reason, when we have to produce large quantity of goods, then our raw materials will get cheaper prices. For that reason, the cost of production will get reduces. When we have to produce small quantity of goods, the cost of production may increases, because for using the raw materials it may take high cost when compared to this. So larger the size of production per batch, means in production we categorize it like batches. This is batch 1, batch 2 and batch 3. So in batch 1 we have to produce more goods, then the cost of production will get decreases. The cost of production will come down because the organization enjoys economies of scale. Economies of scale means we have to increasing our cost of production. For that increasing our cost of production, increasing our output, the cost of production will get low. Next is law of returns. The cost of production increases if the law of diminishing returns applies in the scale. Why the cost of production increases? Because in law of diminishing marginal utility, already we discussed, up to our satisfaction level, next the utility means like consuming level will decreases, then the cost of production may increase. In that particular level only, up to the maximum point we have to produce more goods. Next we have to decline. Next point there is a decline of the goods. For that decline of production, the cost of production may increases. Next, levels of capacity utilization. Higher the capacity utilization, lower the cost of production. Suppose in our organization we are using a technology for the production of the goods. For that technology, for using of the technology, we have to be produced more goods at a time. Then we have to be reduced some electricity cost, like that. So for that reason our cost of production will also get decreases. Suppose we are producing less quantity of goods, then our cost may increase. Already we discussed in short term there are some fixed costs like technological cost and building rent, etc. At the same time, in our organization we are using the latest technology machines, are huge machines. In first batch we have to produce, in one time only we have to produce more goods. For that reason the cost may decreases. Next, time period. In the long run cost of production will be stable. Always the long run cost will be stable. In short run they may vary. So when compared to the short run, the long run cost of production is stable. Next, technology. When the organization follows advanced technology in their process will help the firm to reduce the cost. While our organization is using the latest technology, so we have to produce the goods in and quickly. For that we have to produce more goods. For that production, our cost of production will get decreased. Next, experiences. Over a period of time, the experience in production process will help the firm to reduce the cost of production. So if there is a one person who is very experienced in this particular business, they know how to reduce the cost, how to increase our output. So for that reason the cost will get reduced, because the person knows in where we have to buy our raw materials, in what process we have to finish our process in an easy way. So for that reason we have to reduce our cost and also we can increase our output. Next, process of range of products. Higher the range of products produces, lower the cost of production. Higher the range of products produces, lower the cost of production. Our range is high means most of the consumers likes our product, most of the consumers want to purchase our product. For that reason our cost of production will the cost of production will be low. Cost of production means about the cost, production cost will be low. We have to produce a huge quality of the goods. For that reason our cost may decreases. Next, supply chain and logistics. Better logistics and supply chain lower the cost of production. Our company, our organization have very good supply chain. Means we have to supply our products throughout the world or throughout the nation. So and then the demand of the products increases, then our cost of the particular product may come decreases. Suppose now we are producing 100 units, but because of the demand we want to produce 500 units, then we have to purchase more raw materials. For that reason the raw material cost get decreases, then our cost ultimate the particular complete finished product cost also reduces. Then we can give our product in a very reasonable price to all customers, then all customers attracts our product and the demand of the product also always increases. Next, government incentives. If the government provide incentives on input factors, then the cost of production will be low. Suppose we are producing very good product and it is eco-friendly product, it will help our society, then government can give some incentives or can provide some benefits. They may reduce the taxes or they may reduce the restrictions. For that reason also our cost of production has been reduced. For what reason? Because if there is a decrease in tax, ultimate the tax will pay by the consumer only. So we have, if the government does not taking any tax from our organization, so we need not to add the tax expenses to the product, so the product will get at very low cost when compared to the past. For that reason also the cost of production will be low. These are the determinants of the cost of production. What are the determinants? Level of output. Based on the level of output our cost of production will varies. Why? For which reason? Means suppose we have to produce small quantity of goods, then cost of production will increase. We have to produce large quantity of the goods, then our cost of production will get decreases. Next, productivities of factors of production. Based on the factors of production also the cost of production will depends. While if the factors raw material cost will increases, then the cost of production will get increases. If the raw material cost decreases, the cost of production factor will get decreases. And size of the plant. Based on the size of the plant also our cost of production depends. If there is a large, means our organization is very large, then our cost of production will be low, because we have to produce more goods. For that reason the cost of each product will get less when compared to the small organizations. And output stability. And based on our output stability, every year we are maintaining the stable, then also our cost of production will be low. Suppose 1 year we are producing 1000 units and next month we are producing 500 units, then there is no stable. For that reason the cost of production may increases. Next, lot size. Based on a lot size, means we can divide the lots. There is 100 units compared to 1 lot. We can increase the lot size, then also our cost of production will get decreases. And law of returns. In law of returns the cost of production increases, because what is the law of returns? Up to a certain limit our satisfaction, our consumption level will get decreases, then no consumer have to purchase our product. For that reason our cost of production will increases. Next, levels of capacity utilization. Suppose in our organization there is a huge capacity, while we are utilizing all the capacity in an efficient way, then our cost of production get decreases. Next, technology. In our organization we are using very good technology. For that technology we can produce more goods in very short period, then our cost of production of particular good comes down. Next, experience. Based on our experience also our cost of production depends. Means if any person knows experience about the particular business, about the particular production process, then he knows where we want to purchase the raw materials and which process we get better results, and it will take less time. So for that reason also our cost of production get decreases. Next, process of range of product. Based on our range of product also our cost of production depends. Next, supply chain. If our organization has better supply chain, then also our cost of production will get decreases. Next, government incentives. If the government has provided some incentives for our product, then also our cost of production will get decreases, because the government may not able to pay taxes. For that ultimate the tax burden is for customers, so we have to reduce these taxes on particular product, then our particular product will get very cheaper cost. For that reason also our cost of production will get reduces. These are all the determinants of the cost. Our next topic is cost function. What is cost function? The concept of cost function refers to the mathematical relationship between the cost of product and various determinants of the product. The cost function shows the relationship between the what is the cost of the product and what are the determinants. It shows the relationship between cost and its determinants. What are the effects of the cost? There are two types of determinants, dependent and determinants and independent determinants. What are the dependent determinants? Dependent variables is the unit cost or the total cost. You can say it is per production of 1 unit how much cost we are incurred we have to be calculated. And independent variables are the price of factors, the size of output and any other relevant phenomena. Dependent we have to be seen means we can say it is a direct cost. Is a independent variables means that is traveling expenses like transportation, advertisement expenses, all comes under this independent variables. What is the cost function? Cost function, it shows the relationship between the cost and its determinants. What are the factors affecting for the cost of production? It shows the relationship between the cost and its determinants. And also there are two types of variables, dependent variable and independent variable. Dependent variables is the unit cost, or we can say dependent means it is a complete total cost. Independent variables means independent cost. We can say we are unable to directly pay, but we are paying, but not directly paying in form of like packaging, like transportation, selling and advertisement expenses like that. Cost function C is equal to f of OSTUP, where C is equal to cost, O is equal to level of output. These are the factors of determinants. Size of the plant, time under consideration, price of factors of production. These are comes under the factors of production. While cost function is equal to cost is equal to factors of production. What are the factors of production? Cost, level of output, size of the plant. These are all the determinants. Based on these determinants only we can decide our cost of production. So cost function shows the relationship between the cost and its determinants. What are the determinants? Level of output, price of input factors, production of factors of production, size of the plant, output stability, lot size, and law of returns, level of capacity utilization, technology, experiences, supply chain, government incentives. We can say these are all the determinants of the cost. In cost function they show the relationship between the how much cost we are incurring and what are the effects of changes of the cost, that are cost of determinants. And the cost function refers to the mathematical relationship between the cost of a product, how much cost we are requiring, cost of the product, and various determinants of cost in cost function. What are the various determinants? That is cost, level of output, size of the plant, time under consideration, prices of various productions. There are two different types of variables, dependent variable and independent variable. Dependent variable we can say dependent means it is the total cost, while the production of the product how much total cost we are incurring, so we can say it is a dependent. Independent variable means are the price of the factor, size of, based on the price of the factor and size of the output we have to incur some cost, we can say it is an independent variables and other relevant factors. Next, C is equal to f of 0 STUP. C is equal to cost, 0 is equal to how level of output, how much output we are receiving by we are giving some inputs, and it considers size of the plant means it is a small size or in large size, and time under consideration, how much time in short run or long run we are producing the goods and services, and prices of factors of production. What are the factors of production? There is land, labor, capital, entrepreneur. What are the prices of factor? How much prices we are paying for these factors of production? These are all comes under the cost determinants. It shows the relationship between the cost of the particular product and the determinants. Then we can say it is a cost function. Up to now we discussed determinants of the cost and cost function. I hope you understand this lecture. If you have any doubt up to now, please let me know. I definitely clarify your doubts. Thank you so much.